put in whatever vehicle make you guys use. Does that, and it'll highlight your.
Okay. We'll go Hyundai.
Okay, and then vehicle model. Takes just a little bit.
There we go.
Now, as soon as you start typing in, you'll start seeing it
Okay.
kind of bring that down.
And that's what my question was. I said Sonata there and then Sonata USA. So we always choose that, or?
Well, it depends on your vehicle. If you look at the VIN number
Mm-hmm.
in this book right here, it'll tell you the VIN numbers and how to figure out what year they are, if they're made in the USA, if they're made someplace else.
Oh, so that's what that. So if there's a Sonata that's a Japan.
Correct. So
Bill.
USA, I'm pretty darn sure is probably what you're going to be using.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so let me clarify. That is for which country it's built in.
What country it's built
Okay.
in. Correct. Where it's manufactured, I should say.
Okay.
And then years, if you want to put in your year of what zone your Sonata.
Okay. So if it's a 13, then I would hit
Go in
11.
between. So if let's say it's 10, you would go between 200,000 and 206. I do 206. Anything after 211, hit 211.
Okay.
Okay, and now then push search. And that'll bring up all the matches that way. And then up here, do you recognize any of those vehicles that you're looking at right now? That's 4-track. I can't read. My eyes are bad here. Does that say 4T?
Yeah, 4T6W.
Okay, is that the one you're looking for? Or is it the one for? Now, here's what you can look at.
What does that mean to us? That's
Yeah, what's
don't know what
The 4
4T6W?
tracks are the different tracks on the keys
Okay.
that you go off of. And what is nice is it'll actually, let's just take that top one and go with the card. It'll actually give you the profile of the key. So you can take the key that you're actually about to duplicate and come in here and look and make sure that's the same profile as that is right there.
Okay.
Okay, you can match that up. And if it's not, you come right back here. go
So
on the
is
second
4
one.
tracks this? So like that 1, 2, 3, 4?
Correct.
Oh. So okay.
And so this here, come down, let's go to the other one, just take a look at that. Pop up here. And I'll give you your second card. Yes, thank you. Usually better than the finger method.
or pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, pin's definitely
Okay.
not good. See a whole different profile on that key. See, it's
Oh.
got basically one line down that. So do you know what your key looks like?
So you'll
Sure.
find that.
It's
Do
that
this
one.
one, okay?
Yeah.
Sure, okay. So now let's say are you going to originate a key, which means are you going to put the codes in or the cuts in for the first time, or are you going to make a duplicate of the key that somebody gave you? Let's go to duplicate.
Okay.
If we go to the duplicate, we're going to need to decode the current key that you
Okay.
got.
Do you have one? Oh.
And then what you do is see where it says right here, clamp side A, and see how it is a laser key right here. See right here, this right here, it'll show right there, you got your clamp. And it's numbered, and see how the lines are here, 1, 2, and 3, and then 4. You're going to stop that key on the second line. Now you have
Oh, this line right here.
Yes.
So that's I
Exactly.
see.
See how that goes? So you're going to tip stop that. You're going to put your little tool. Thank
That
you.
thing.
Yes, sir. Put that little tool right here. You're going to put that directly into there, and that'll positively stop it. Clamp it down, then push start. And what'll happen is you have to close this for the light to come on, green, and then usually it's going to tell you put guide down. Because that guide right there pops it down like that, takes it down, and then what it'll do, it'll take several passes, get the key points where it's supposed to drill to, and make those points, and then it'll complete. And then it'll say raise, it'll give you green, so raise, you open it back up, raise up the decoder, put in your blank, again, tip stop it at the second hole right there,
Oh, okay.
bring it in, close the thing again, and then push cut, and then start. That's actually taking a code from decoding all the way to coding.
Okay.
Now, do you know the difference between like indirect codes and direct codes?
No.
Okay, indirect codes are codes. Let me get one here. Code series. That's what the vehicles will give you as far as a code that will go in between there, which you guys should be able to get the indirect code. If you put that indirect code in, it'll come up and it'll actually give you the cuts of that key.
And this is when you're duplicating?
Correct. When you're well, actually, when you're originating. When you're originating. Duplicating, you're strictly going off somebody else's key points.
Off the code
Which
itself.
which isn't a bad thing to do because, again, let's say you have a very used key, a very used vehicle. Sometimes it's much better to actually go off of their key because of the wornness of the key, where if you actually put in one that's purely brand new cut into a 10-year-old car, sometimes those wafers are not going to work that well. So this right here will actually put it right to the exact measurements of that key right there that you're originating. To originate, like I said, what we've done is we got the code. It'll give you the lineup, and then basically it's as easy as cut. That's for your laser keys. So you can decode and originate. Sorry, gentlemen. On the other side, edge cutting. Let's cut this off and go to an edge cut key. Cancel. And then back. Home. And do you have an edge cut key that you, what's this key right here?
That's we can use. That's one of our flaws.
That's fine. Do you know what let's start up here. You're going to find this for me.
Here we're gonna cry. That was
Oh.
Tara.
So you can go
This is one of our
go.
questions. Is it
Sure.
cut too deep? No, it did cut too deep. It actually locked up on the machine, so we were wondering what the cause of that is.
Were you the one who called and said, how do you restart the machine?
Well, I know he did. They
Yeah.
did
Okay.
Elko one time, and they
Yes.
they did here one
So
time.
one of your gentlemen called me, and literally I did not know. I never had a key machine freeze up on me. From my understanding, the calibration, you don't need to calibrate the machine. It actually calibrates itself. So when you actually put the key in, you're going to see this machine come down. It's going to touch the actual fixed part of this, so it gets its measurements right there and its axes. So you don't actually have to adjust or, how do I say, manually raise or lower stuff. It actually does all that stuff on its own. Now, if you'll do for me, let's go to Go Vehicle Keys. Give me your, put in all that data for this key for me.
Go with this. Go to Hyundai.
Oh.
Hyundai launcher.
What do you guys mainly got?
Hyundai launcher. Hyundai's.
And the model. And then again, so this is pulling up the
Yep.
USA.
Now pull this down a little bit and you can see a little bit better.
Okay.
So launcher USA,
Okay. So then we'd have to see our van.
right, and then go to search. And that'll pull up all your different ones that could be. Now, do you know the difference what series it is?
Okay, this one's
What?
going to be. This is one of the things we did have questions on.
Okay.
Because, like right here, one of the things I just noticed is it pulls up HY14
Right?
for a newer launchers, which none of them are going to be HY14. They're going to be HY15s.
And what year was that? Did we put in the year on this
No.
vehicle?
No.
Which would
Okay, so the older
probably,
ones would be
which would
14.
probably be in this series. You know what I'm saying? If it was this series here,
Okay.
you're probably gonna
So it still
disappear. Does it still pull that up?
Still pulls up 14s. And that's one of the things we had questions on because
Sure.
we know that that it takes a 15, but,
Right. It's not telling you that.
but it's not telling us that. So the first couple actually got messed up because we're like, okay, we'll do 14.
Okay, so if we